What's up, YouTube? Trav here with another bomb-ass recipe. Today, I'm going to be making you a cheesy, creamy potato side dish that pairs well with steak, chicken, barbecue. It doesn't fucking matter. Even if it's Thanksgiving dinner, this side dish is for you. It'll be a hit wherever you're at. Everybody's going to want to come and snack on your potatoes. So let's get into this. So today's ingredients are going to be 6 medium to large size Yukon potatoes. I've already peeled them and cut them into 1/4 inch to 1 inch pieces. Whatever you do, however you want to make them, how large or how small, keep them somewhere in this range and make sure that they're all about the same size. We also got about 1/4 cup of breadcrumb, half a package of bacon. This is smoked bacon. We got 4 large cloves of garlic. We got 2 tablespoons of flour. We have half a tablespoon of parsley and a half a teaspoon of basil. 1/4 cup of butter. We're going to use about 1 cup to 1.5 cups of cream, heavy whipping cream, salt, pepper, and I got a cheese blend over here that is 2 cups of aged cheddar, a cup of Gruyere cheese, and a cup of Gouda cheese. And I've already mixed that all together. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take you over here. We're going to start cooking our bacon and boiling our potatoes. First thing we're going to do is cook our bacon. I know what you're thinking. Our bacon doesn't look that good right now, but watch this. Once your bacon is nice and crispy, we're going to move that over to the side and we're going to start cooking our garlic. We're going to turn it down to a medium low and we're going to let our garlic cook until it's fragrant. Garlic goes in next. We're going to cook that till it's fragrant. Probably going to take about 45 seconds to a minute. Turn it down a little bit. We don't want to burn the garlic. And then as soon as it's nice and fragrant, we're going to put in our butter and our flour. Now that our garlic's been in for about a minute, I'm going to put our butter in. We're going to let that melt down, and then we're going to put in our flour, and we're going to cook our flour and the butter for about 2 minutes. We're at a medium-low right now. I'm going to put in our 2 tablespoons of flour. We're going to mix that around. We're going to let that cook for about 2 minutes. Let it thicken up the butter a little, and then we're going to throw in our heavy whipping cream. Keep mixing that around. Make sure that you don't get clumps. We're going to pour in 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream, and I will adjust it if I need to, but about 1.5 cups is what we want. Mix that in, get it mixed up really well, and then we're going to add our cheese in another minute or so. Now that our water's boiling, we're going to go ahead and throw in our potatoes. We're going to cook those till they soften up, until they're fork tender. And you're better off undercooking them just a little bit than overcooking them because we're not making mashed potatoes. Now that our potatoes are in, we're going to throw in a couple pinches of salt. Now that our sauce is thickened up and it's starting to, when you pull your spoon across the bottom, it kind of leaves a little trail behind it. Now we're ready to put in our cheese. We're going to put in a little bit more than half of the cheese that we have. We're going to leave some out so that we could put it on top of the dish when we go to put it into the oven. We're going to leave about, I don't know, maybe a little bit. Perfect. We're about 3/4 of our cheese mixture. Mix that up really well and let that cheese melt. Now throw in your parsley and your basil and mix that up. Also, we're going to throw in another pinch of salt and some freshly ground black pepper. Maybe a half a teaspoon of each. Our sauce is ready. We're just waiting for the potatoes to soften up, and once they soften up and they're fork tender, we'll strain them and then we'll pour them into a casserole dish, and then we'll pour the sauce over the top of them, and finish it off with the cheese on top. And I got that breadcrumb. We're going to throw a little bit of that breadcrumb into our cheese topping, and that way there it gives it a little crunch at the end. Don't forget to try your food from time to time to find out if you need any more spices or any more salt and pepper. So I used about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to put in a little bit more salt. Just another little pinch. When you're using salt in your food, you want to add small amounts of salt. Try it, and then as soon as you start to taste the salt, they're done. You don't need any more salt, but it's going to bring out a ton more flavor. If you undersalt your food, your flavors are going to be bland. I wish you guys can smell the way this cheese sauce smells. It smells absolutely amazing, and I'm about to try a little bit right now. See where we're at. Perfect. Don't need anything else in it. It's got plenty of flavor. You could taste the basil, the parsley. The cheeses are amazing in it. Perfect salt and pepper. And now we're just waiting for our potatoes to soften up. And they've been in for about 7 minutes. So probably another 2 minutes and we'll be ready to strain our potatoes. Now we're going to put our potatoes in our dish. And what I like to do is I like to mix them around in there and kind of break up some of the outside on them, and it gives it a little bit more of a texture. Goes a little better with mouthfeel when you're eating it. So like that looks perfect. Now we're going to put our cheese sauce over the top. Mix that around. Once you got that mixed around real good, we're going to take the rest of our cheese and our breadcrumb, and I also threw in a little bit of the bacon in the breadcrumb and the cheese. So then we're just going to sprinkle that over the top. Take the remaining bit of our bacon, and it looks like I'm probably going to have a little bit of bacon left over, so I can have that for breakfast in the morning. Now it's ready to go in the oven. I got the oven set at 350 degrees. It's going to go in there for about 7 to 10 minutes, and everything's already cooked. All we're trying to do is get some color on the top of it and have all the cheese melt and get everything hot again. Bam! And there's our potatoes. I wish you could smell the aroma coming off of these potatoes because they smell absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait to try them. I know what you're thinking. What, are you just going to eat some potatoes all by themselves? Oh, hell no. You know Trav doesn't do things like that. Bam! All right, let's dig into this. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. I got a ribeye steak that I also cooked while I was making the potatoes, but these potatoes smell and they look amazing, so let's get to it. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try these potatoes and we're going to see how they came out. First bite, let's get into this. I'm going to make sure I get a good bite in the beginning. I want to get some of that crunchiness, the cheese, and all of that bacon. That's a good forkful right there. Woo! Well, that's bomb right there. Hey, I couldn't have made them any more perfect. They're cheesy. They're creamy. They have a ton of flavor. You can taste the garlic. You can taste the parsley. You can taste the butter in it. Makes it just nice and creamy. The cream makes it thick. A little bit of that flour gave it a little thickness as well. You really can't go wrong with this side dish. It's absolutely perfection with potatoes. Oh, oh, look at that. Look. Oh. Oh, damn, that's good. All right. Hey, You got to make this. Promise me that you'll make this and let me know what you think about this side dish. And I can't not try the steak in front of you too. So let me try a little bite of that steak. And then after that, I'm going to go finish my dinner. Look at that. Perfect medium rare. Got a nice char on the outside. I smoked it for about 40 minutes. That's going to be a bomb-ass piece of steak right there. Mmm. Mmm. Oh my God. That is awesome. If you want to see more videos on me making steaks and other kind of smoked food, let me know in the comments and check that out. Oh boy. Oh boy. One more bite of those potatoes. I quit. That's way too awesome. Thank you for coming back to the channel. Thank you for giving me a like and a subscribe. Leave a comment. Share. Helps the algorithm. And I'll keep bringing you spectacular recipes on a regular basis. Like I said, 2 videos a week right now. And that's all I got for you today. So stay tuned till next week because there's going to be some more bomb-ass food on this channel.